All right, hello everybody. We are back. We are streaming. It's a wonderful Thursday afternoon. I hope you're all having a good day. Today, a couple of announcements to get out of the way. First of all, it's going to be a shorter stream than usual. Usually, we go from 2 p.m. Mountain Time to 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Today, we will be going from 2 p.m. Mountain Time to 6 p.m. Mountain Time. One of our cousins is putting on a performance, and we would like to attend, so that is what we're going to do, which is going to be super fun. Music's still much louder than me. Roger that. We'll turn down the music a little more. How's that? That should be about good, judging on the wiggly bars that I get to see in OBS. Yeah, so, shorter stream today. Still going to be a fun one. We're playing more Factorio. Let's get into it, shall we? Gonna turn up my microphone gain just a touch more. Just a scoocherino. Could be a touch lower. About level with me right now. Okay. We turn down the music a little bit more. How's that? Better? Perfect. Everything audible? We sounding good? We jamming? We jamming. Alright. Let's load into the game. Gameplay sounds should be coming through as well. We jammin'. You could be jammin' too. Alright. Now, where were we last we met? Always the question when it comes to Factorio. Every time I get back, I'm like, what did we do last time? Alright. Right. We set up a defensive perimeter last time. Huge improvement to quality of life. We are now safe from the bugaboos. We don't want bugaboos in the base. We'd rather not have them in the base, in fact. We'd rather have them elsewhere. So we've got ammunition flowing all the way around the base, which is pretty sweet. Is this split? Yeah. Perfect. All right. Yep. Just confirming that. Oh, we're missing an inserter here. That's fine. Just typing out Bob Marley songs. Is that copyright infringement? I'm not sure. Right. The ammunition doesn't actually flow all the way around the base. It's just buffering onto the belt. We could... That's right. We debated whether we wanted to make it flow all the way around the base or not. Okay. We also set up a stone factory last time. Stone into sand, into quartz, into silicon, into glass. And we can export all of these on trains as we want to. So here's a glass stop, for example. Here's a silicon, stop. Here's a quartz stop. So that's great. Stone drop-off is here. This is good. That's right. We set up all of this so that we can make steel. That's a thing we did last time. So we do have a steel pickup location here as well. This is where we made our ammunition and our cliff explosives. Okay. How's this all looking? The mall is going crazy. Once again, this might be cursed. We established last week this song might be cursed. Yeah, I think we skip. Need to maintain good music karma. It's important. Yeah, so the sushi mall is still doing its thing, doing absolutely wonderful. We are running low on power once again. So that's a thing that we need to worry about. It could be time to set up solar rather than using steam more and more, but for now I'm going to continue expanding the steam facility, I think. So let's do that first because we need to. We've got 7, could do another one to make it 8. And we are going to go the other way with it. Yeah, probably. This is a little awkward. We gotta curve this back the other way. Let's see how this works. Can we fit that in there? Not quite. We can fit it here. But not really. It would have to go here. We could always... I mean, this is temporary, right? We don't need to worry too much about what it looks like and what it is like. We can just plop some stuff down here. There you go. And that'll be 6 more steam engines, which will not be enough, more than likely. For our power demands. Not yet, anyway. How'd that do? Yeah, not even close. Wow, we need a lot more. Okay. Might be time to look into better energy production, then. Let's talk about that. How would we go about improving energy production at this point? We could get gas burning. Like they're gas generators. Let's look at those. Getting off topic immediately here. The goal is robots today, but don't gain energy. Gas power station. Let's look at this. Burns fluid to produce energy. Inefficient but easy. Consumption of 6 per second. Outputs 4.5. Outputs 4.5 megawatts. Whereas a steam boiler... What does a steam boiler output? Outputs 750 kilowatts. And it burns solid fuel through boilers, of course. Inefficient. How inefficient is it? Consumption of 6 per second. Max output of... I mean, this seems like a no-brainer to me. Let's get this. Right, we don't have science set up anymore. Okay, never mind. We will not get that. We'll deal with what we've got here. We will just build another line of... So if we can go like this... We're going to have to move the oil about a little bit. Yeah, I think this will work. We need more steam engines, so let's get some more steam engines. We need to fix the power problem before we can continue on here. What is using so much power, by the way? Mining drills. That makes sense. Radars. Ah. Fuel refineries, actually, are quite power intensive. Really? That's interesting. Okay. Wow. Lamps? Okay. Sure. I would have expected it to be these guys, but I guess they're not on right now. Okay. It's mostly radar. That makes sense. Radars are very expensive, power-wise. It's one of the reasons they tend to attract biters, just because you end up creating more pollution in the process of getting radars. Okay, let's see. So now I'm at a bit of an impasse here, where we need to figure out how we're gonna add some more stuff to our line. For now, we're gonna do it like this. So we need to figure out how we're going to cram more stuff here for the... What am I trying to say? Chat, help. For the sushi mall. We're trying to... We need to figure out how we're going to fit more stuff into the sushi mall. Because we've limited ourselves kind of artificially on space. So... Music. is playing with me, as it always does. We don't know why it does this. One of the mysteries of the universe. So we're just going to... There we go. Read hand contents is good. Then we want these to be boilers and steam engines. Specifically, we want steam engines. Everything for steam engines should be on the belt. Boilers might not be on the belt because we don't have stone ferni on the belt, I don't believe. But we can make the stone ferni. Perfect. Yeah, this'll work. And let's make stone furnaces since those are a necessity. Stone furnaces. There we go. Okay, that should work, and now we just need to set one of these guys to pick those up. Here is fine. Let's get 10 boilers and 20 steam engines. Okay. And that should do its thing. We're not getting iron. Ah. Really? Why is that a thing? We didn't have iron ore for a minute, is what happened here. Yeah. Because we're using it as fast as we're mining it. How are we doing on these buffers? They're basically full. And this is why we're using it so quickly, but yeah, because we're filling up steel as well. Okay. It's fine. We're good. Sushi Mall sounds like a fun and delicious place to hang out. You're not wrong. Let's check in on our mall. How much iron have we used? Almost 45,000 iron since setting up this mall, which is kind of crazy. We've got our first couple of steam engines produced now, so that's great as well. I love this thing. This makes me happy. This sparks joy. You take 4 each, and they're like in exactly the wrong place to get this thing fed, but that's all right. All right, less than 6. Waiting for source items, which means we're almost filled up on pipes here. We've got a boiler and steam engines here. Love to see that. Let's get it set up. And then we're just going to make this a stampable blueprint is the idea. Which we should have done much earlier than we are doing it, but power wasn't an issue previously. So fuel will come here. And do I want to make it easy or do I want to make it space efficient? I think we make it space efficient. It saves 1 tile of space. Yeah. There we go. So fuel comes in this way, and it feeds our boilers this way. Love it. And then we just copy all this, and we can stamp it down. And basically as many times as we want, which is great. Can I... Hold on. Will this reach the middle? It will. But it will not reach over all three, so we do need a gap here. Just for electric poles. Which means this needs to be pipe. And it'll go like this. We'll go on the... Go like this, sure. And we're probably going to replace this whole thing with this once we have a stampable design. And we want... Let's see. We want lights. There we go. All right, so that's our stampable design for boilers and such, and we're going to make this in a place that makes more sense, which means we're going to be losing power for a moment. But it's going to be much cleaner and... Oh, you know what? It should just go in a city block, shouldn't it? It should go in a train block. Is where it should go, really. So let's do that. Because then we can just deliver whatever fuel we're using at that time, which will be more efficient. Alright. What is this water running to, and is it important? I don't know. But we're going to reconnect it, just in case. Probably shouldn't just clip lines without knowing what they're for, after all. Okay. So, then let's trim this. And one... We'll figure out how many offshore pump, like how many one offshore pump can use in a moment. But let's look at our power. Our power is bad at the moment, which does not surprise. Like it should be. Gonna skip this. Sounds like a fun song, but it's not like an easy listening song. Know what I mean? Okay, now where to put this is the question. I think we need to make a new block for this. Okay. Let's do that then. Shouldn't be hard to do anymore. And then we should have a wall segment, which can go here. And we'll figure out exactly what this looks like in a moment. Inventory full. Yeah, well, that makes sense. All right. And then we need... We need more inventory space, really, is what we need. But it's all good. It is just fine. This will take a moment of our time. And then you're seeing the beauty of a modular design here. Basically, I can stamp this down wherever I need it now, which is lovely. Do we have a defended corner yet? We do not. Okay. Well, we can copy this from there. And paste that over here. Okay. We really need a place to dump a bunch of stuff at this point. Let's do that. Give me a chest. I wish I could tell... Wish I could tell the robots to just dump into this chest, but unfortunately we don't have logistics robots yet, and they're the ones who would do that for us, so we're just gonna have to do it by hand for now. Now, we don't need a radar over here, most likely, so we can get rid of that for now. Go jetpack mode. We are out of walls, okay. I think we have more walls ready to go somewhere, but we'll see. Music is trolling me again. I don't know why it does that. No idea. Okay, gonna turn off robots for a second. We're going to lay out some of this stuff by hand. Oh, I can't. Okay. Remove some belts from this side. Gotta love a jetpack. Okay. So we have belts. Why didn't it let me grab the belts? That's weird. Or I just picked all those up. What am I talking about? Okay, that's gonna be a mistake. Let's turn on the robots again. And I need to get all this wood out of my inventory. Cool, cool. All right. Once this block is down, we can put down... Let's see how many of these we can put down, actually. Like... Comes in from the top. It's fine. Let's see... Let's put it... here. All right. So we can get... How many of you can we afford? Just making sure that this makes sense. Yep. Okay. Mickey Mouse in this song, apparently. This playlist is a little wacky. Okay, so that is how many we can fit here. It's a lot. It's a good amount, for sure. Let's turn on the robots and start getting it constructed. You're listening to your own music because it wasn't... Okay, okay, that's fair. That's fair. If you can find a better playlist, I'm happy to put it on. This is the same Electro Swing playlist that we were listening to last week. Yeah, what did happen? Good question. Let's try skipping this one. What's my vibe today? That's a good question. Kind of mellow. A little bit mellow, honestly. I'm feeling a little mellow today. But, you know, happy. Something feel good. How many of these is this? 96. Wow. One more would have made it 100 in this line. That's good. It's pretty good. I'm out of energy. That's why the bots aren't doing anything. Alright, let's go get some more walls, because that's an important thing, and more belts and more power poles. Walls, belts, power poles. Power poles easy. Belts, pretty easy. Get some stuff out of our inventory. Walls should be over here. Yep. There we go. You can just post it in the chat. That's fine. We're also out of energy yet again, and we're out of rails as well, but the rails are less important. Thank you. Let's get this going. Here, here, boom, save, and skip. I'll give it a song or two. We'll see how this is gonna play out. A little funny to begin with. More tuba than I was expecting, not gonna lie. Oh, can't reach that when I'm flying. That's interesting. It is happy and mellow. You're not wrong. Okay. We've got walls now. All right, and that should form a full loop now, which is perfect. Then we need more power poles placed. Just to connect all this up. There we go. And then we need to actually produce some power, which is the next thing. So we should start this from this side and then expand outward. That would have been wise of me. Fuel will be imported on this side. And we'll be able to support up to 2 blocks like this. Which means we also need water imported here. Now, we are going to be limited by... We're going to be limited for water a little bit. Music, don't troll me. Keep playing. Okay. So what I was saying, boilers use 33.3 per second. So 3 of them use 100 per second. How many are there here? 48 divided by 3 is... excuse me, having a hard time. Give me a moment. 16. All right. So these can consume 1,600 water per second. Now, if we look at a offshore pump, it can produce 1,250 water per second. So each of these lines can... Yeah, each of these lines can consume more water than an offshore pump can produce. So, what I think I'm going to do is cut these off. How many can we actually support is the question. So 1,200. 3 of them have 100, so 36. We can maintain 36. So that should be 44. This should be 40. And this should be 36. There we go. I pasted the list that you sent me. Just confirming that this did it correctly. Yeah, this is the right list. All right, so now there's 36 of them. This one's a good vibe. $36, that means 72 steam engines, which is a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's not like... It's not my favorite, but it's a good vibe. We are getting attacked. I'm not surprised by that development. And we don't have any energy, so we're not making more boilers. Okay, so I made some mistakes in the execution of this. Those being, we just built too many before we were ready. So let's do it one at a time here. We know where we're going to start. So we'll get rid of all those. And then we need fuel in, and then we need water in. And we'll just start to build this out slowly with the available steam engines that we have, and then move forward from there. We can, for now, get a chest down like this, and a loader. Put down some processed fuel. And then, you guys don't have any power at all right now, huh? Why? Because these don't have... Oh, those don't have power. Yeah, that makes sense. Not like that. Like that. There we go. Trying a different playlist. Let's do it. Yeah, immediately more the vibe. Alright, now then, we just need to input water here, and then we will have power. So let's get some water going on. Offshore pump. 36 of those, right, we perfectly planned it out so that it can be maintained with one offshore pump. So we just need an offshore pump dedicated to that line of furnaces. Little awkward that we don't have water anywhere near there, so this whole block will probably be moving at some point. Okay. Skipping that song.
This video will introduce you to Creative Commons licenses, which make copyright easier to understand. Let's say you create something. This thing could be creative, like a...
Maybe that turned into a song later. But I don't have the patience to wait to see. Okay, here we go. Music. Good. Yeah, no, the music is not on our team today. That's okay. Okay, here's water. Water, as they say. Now I'm left asking myself, how did I end up with an odd number of underground pipes? I don't know. That's okay, I've got some more in the mall. I am out of fuel in my personal fuel reserves. Alright. Underground pipes. Give me some. There we go. Let's get train tracks, because we're out of those as well. There we go. Now we've got electricity. Okay. And so it begins. Now we can start to just build this out little bits at a time here. go like this. And every line of these that I grab will add to the energy reserves a little bit. Okay. Now, the ammunition's not flowing because we ran out of power. That makes a lot of sense. We should definitely focus our construction efforts on the power plant rather than what I'm doing right now. So when you pick up your robots, by the way, it resets their battery, which is a little bit silly, I guess, but it does reset their battery. So if you pick them up before they charge, then they won't drain your battery capacity. Which is why you often see me picking them up as they come back to my inventory, rather than letting them do it themselves. Just a little pro tip for you there. Alright, let's do another one. And another one. And we can look at how much more electricity we're producing. We are meeting demand now. For now, until everything turns back on. I think the maximum was like 35, so we're going to have to keep going. In fact, one row of these is not going to be enough to meet a 35 megawatt demand, because there will only be 36 of these in a row. So that's something to keep in mind. Now we really need fuel over here. So let's get we have them turned on now though, so that's great. Which means the mall should be doing its thing again. Good. Definitely curious about this. Oh, are these power grids not connected? Is that what's happening? How did that happen? That should definitely be connected up here. Yeah, we've got like an isolated grid going on. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can fix that. Should probably bake these into the blueprint. We don't even have a blueprint, really, for our grid, like our grid base yet. What is going on? Satisfaction. It's still not connected? Oh, we don't have any fuel again. Okay, that'll do it. I was confused. Okay. Let's grab some... Oh, you don't have any fuel either. Okay, we can burn some wood. Let's say capacity of 112 megawatts? How? There we go. Okay. Meeting that demand. Meeting this demand. Which means steel should be up and running again. It is. Or rather, which means ammunition should be up and running again. Which is important, because we really need ammo to flow down to our new outpost here. Which is happening, if slowly. Okay, now we really need a fuel drop-off. So let's get a fuel drop-off. And we should hook up oil as well. Pretty easy to do here. There we go. Now all of these will have oil. So they can help out. Let's get the rest of this built. Get those sentinels out of this blueprint as well. Yeah, this playlist is more the vibe. Not enough rails. Okay, we need to pick up more rails. That's alright, though. Thanks. Okay, and now we're low on electricity again because we're out of fuel again. Makes sense. Alright, let's set up the drop-off. Should just be this. And it's going to go on this side. And we need more rails. I'm out of fuel. Makes sense. Yeah, there were a few rough songs that we rolled at the start there, but we can always trim those from the playlist and resave it as a new one. So, something to keep in mind. More rails. More gun turrets, because I'm almost out. Let's get a... We've got a locomotive and everything that we need there. Let's get... just enough for one. Because we're going to drop off fuel. Do we want to put fuel on a train? How do we want to handle that? We should put together... We really should. Or do we want to... produce fuel on site? I'm not sure. I think we produce fuel on site because... yeah, this'll work. We just process fuel from light oil, and then we get some light oil, which is easy enough to do. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough light oil. Or not enough light oil, but enough fuel processing. So this can make 1 per second, essentially. So that's 15... megajoules. That's 150 megajoules per second? I don't know how that conversion works out between megajoules and megawatts. Is it 1-to-1? Anybody know? How does that work? Believe it or not, I wanted to be a electrical engineer at one point in my life, but it's been a long time since I've dealt with electricity conversions, so... Alright, and then do you not have water? You do not have water. There we go. Now we are making fuel on site and feeding these. Yeah, so if each one of these fuel is 15 megajoules, and these can consume 1.5 megawatts, then one should last for 10 seconds, producing 1.5 megawatts each. So if it's 15, and it can make 1 per second, then it could feed 10 of these, because they take 10 seconds to consume. No, it could feed 100 of these, right? 1 per second. They consume 1 every 10 seconds. No, 10. 10 of them consume 1 per second. Okay, so we'll need 4 of these per line. I'm sure that was clear as mud for everybody, so you're welcome, I guess. Okay. Yeah, because you can see this is slowing down because there's not enough fuel. Because one of them isn't enough. We need 4 of them per line. Which we'll need more stuff for. Do we have these in the mall? I don't think we do. Also, these consume a huge amount. They're making 150 megajoules per 10 seconds. So they're making 15 megajoules per second. They're consuming 2.58 of that. It's not a great conversion, honestly. We might need to look at doing something better. We could also reconvert that fuel into processed fuel, gaining 10% energy value back. Yeah, let's do that, I think. Let's see, do we have the fuel thing here? No. Makes sense. Would have kind of surprised me if we did. Drink some water. Yeah, probably a smart idea. Okay. Let's see. What did I come over here for? Hydrate. I came over here for fuel processor. Fuel refinery. I need iron, gear wheels, and electronic circuits. Well, electronic circuits are right here. So we'll grab some of those. And iron's right here, so we'll grab some of those. And I need 2 of these. And steel is right here, so I'll grab some of those. There you go. And then let's grab our fuel reprocessors from over here. And we're going to reprocess the fuel into processed fuel, which will gain 10% efficiency. Yes. All right. So should be plenty of this now. And we need to process that fuel. Where did I put those? Fuel processors. Here we go. Okay. So, math. This is producing 15 megajoules per second, so it can feed 2 of these. Is that right? Let's see. Oh, can you not? Can you not? Okay, never mind. Does not work because you can't reprocess the fuel from Krastorio for reasons. It is definitely a chemical fuel, so I don't know why you can't, but now we should have enough of those fuel refineries to feed this line. And then we're going to need to make an entirely another line of this and do the exact same thing. And then our base runs on light oil. So let's take a look at our light oil situation here and just make sure that we're doing okay with the light oil situation. The output is full of petroleum, so we should have an outlet for the petroleum as well. If the petroleum is full, we should be turning it into fuel of some description, so that we don't back up on petroleum and then use all of our light oil, which is what's happening right now. So that means that we will be feeding... Yeah, see, this is a problem. Okay, that's fine. We can make some fuel refineries. And, well, actually, can we even? I'm wondering, can we turn petroleum straight into fuel? I'm really not sure. Let's see. We can turn it into solid fuel. Okay. And with solid fuel and hydrogen, we can turn it into fuel. Which is 10 per 6. And this makes 1 for 20. Whereas this is 1 per 6. It's definitely less efficient to do it this way. Light oil is definitely the way to do this. I mean, this will be fine once we start making plastic, right? Maybe we just set up plastic production. And then it's no longer a problem. What would that involve? It would involve a coal train. It's on the agenda for today anyway. It would involve a coal train and... we should grab those steam engines. It would just be a coal train and a petroleum line is all that would require. What was I looking for? Steam engines? Should have some now. Yeah. Grab those. Grab those. There we go. Okay. And we are meeting demand some of the time. Oh, no, we'll meet 36 megawatts. How did I get that wrong? We have 48 steam engines. How did I get that wrong? One line is more than enough. I don't know. Somewhere my math went really, really wrong. And I don't know where. So, sorry about that. It's 1.5 each. Maybe I was counting on it doing 1 each. Yeah, I was counting on it doing 1 each. That's what happened. Okay, so this is enough for now, which is good. Okay, so let's make some... Let's make some plastic. I think that means we need to expand our base yet again, actually. So that's an interesting thing about this game. You're just constantly expanding. The factory, as we say, must grow. That being said, pretty easy to expand at this point, because we've got a wall to fall back to with good defenses, so we just need to get in range of them, shoot them with our anti-material weapon, bait them in. Then there's fire on the field, and it'll take care of them. Love it. And because we're using piercing ammo, until we get to the big biters, we really don't need to worry about much of anything. Like, I can take these guys down on my own, even. Oh, they are developing a bit of a swarm there. Okay, there we go. And that means that this all gets to move again. Yeah. And we can expand into yet another block. And then let's get our wall segment put together here. And I know it's a little hard to see what I'm doing because it's so dark. It's hard for me to see what I'm doing too. The darkness is a feature, not a bug. All right, there we go. And just like that, we have another block stamped down, which is cool. And now we just need to build it out, and we are defended up to here. Now I could quite easily just bring the wall this direction and cut them off. Like, cut off this entire landmass. Might be smart to do, but I'll just do it one block at a time. No reason to get ambitious. I really do love building modular bases like this. It takes time. Especially how I play this game, I do not play fast. I do play slow when it comes to Factorio. Like, I play faster than some people play games in general, but when you consider, like, there are people who speedrun Factorio where, like, they beat the entire game in 6 hours. I don't even know what the speedrun record is right now. I think it's really, really low, though. Like, surprisingly so. So yeah, that's something. We don't make tons of progress on these streams every single stream because I tend to play slow and do things like this that are kind of unnecessary. Like, you could, you know, spaghettiify the base more and more and more, and you would probably go faster than I do. But I like the order, the organization makes me happy, I guess, is the long and short of it. Cool. All right, so now we've got some stuff done for the block that we just stamped down. There are cliffs here, lots of them, so we'll need to deal with that as we continue this expansion. Let's go get belts, inserters. Belts and inserters is looking like the two things that we're missing most of. Pretty easy to do, though. Let's grab 200 of them. Why not? And only 50 inserters. That's fine. Should probably increase that inserter number. We are also almost out of walls, so that's something to keep in mind. But this whole wall is going to be moving, so... Okay. Once all this is up and running, we can remove this entire line of turrets and such. And then we really should invest some time in making this blueprint more, making these blueprints more user-friendly. Like, they're not terrible as they are, but they're not awesome either. Okay, let's start to remove some defenses here. And I could have scheduled this for the bots to do, but they're pretty slow still. And we've only got just the 20 of them, so... Guess we can delete all of this. And then as long as I grab the belt with all the ammunition on it, shouldn't take them too long. Okay, and then this is gonna move as well, even though we just built it. But that's all right. This is probably why I don't play as fast as some other players, because I'm just constantly rebuilding the base over and over again. But if you ask my wife, that's kind of what I do with like my real life stuff as well. I'm just constantly re-engineering solutions that I've already built for things. To her credit, she's very patient with me about it. Okay, why are you not grabbing? Low power. Low power. Why low power? Because we probably ran out of fuel. We didn't run out of fuel. The heck? What is going on here? No fluid input. Okay. And no fluid input is just because it ran out of power? Most likely. I was just saying, sorry, that was 2 seconds ago and also an hour ago in my brain. I'm constantly re-engineering things in our house and just in our lives in general.
Oh, absolutely. I said we're both very patient with each other, but I think you're exactly what
What is going on here? Why is this... What? Why is this not pumping? Like, it has... This is confusing. I guess that needs its own independent... Okay, it's starting to come back online a little bit, I think. Slowly. Like, very slowly. Very weird. I guess that offshore pump could use its own independent power source. Ooh, okay. I mean, it would be solar, right? Glass, silicon, steel. We could make something happen. Let's do it. Yeah. What am I missing? Glass and silicon. Let's get some of these out of the inventory. More silicon? What? Oh, it's going into the trash slots. Let me have... Yeah, let me have like 100 of that. There you go. One. Can make one... Okay. How much do these make? 100 kilowatts. Let's see how much we need to supply an offshore pump. 50 kilowatts. One solar panel is more than enough. Okay, cool. So, how do we do that? We cut this off from the normal power supply. And we do something like this about it. And then we place a power pole here, and we get rid of the connections to it, and then we put down a solar panel. And all of a sudden you are working full speed. And if we come down here, all these should turn back on. Love to see that. Now, this will turn off at night unless we get some accumulators. So, I mean, just one accumulator would probably be plenty, but we're gonna do 1 or 2 or 3. There you go. Now that's storing excess electricity, and it'll release that at night when the pump needs it. And we will just grab a couple of these. It's a little awkward, the placement, but it'll work. And this should work out just fine. We will have an accumulator charge that should see us through the nighttime. And this now is on its own independent network. So even if all the other power fails, this will remain fully powered, which is great, because that one offshore pump is required for our entire base to run. Very funny. All right. Oh, and we are out of space again in our inventory. Seems to be a perpetual issue for us. Let's get some of the stuff out of our inventory. There we go. That'll work. And it's right here that we have everything. All right. Get rid of the gates. There we go. Okay, and then now this is a problem. That we need oil from a source that is not going to be moving all the time. Makes sense. We'll drag it over from over here. Alright. Now we've got oil, which will have these making fuel. I should drop some lights here. There we go. And once again, we're going to be running out of light oil quite quickly, so we need to work on that. But I keep getting distracted by other things. That's why we were building this new block to begin with, is because we want a plastic production facility. Now the question is, do we want to make plastic and electronic components on site on the same block? I think we do. I think that'll work great. Because recall, if you will, electronic components are the stone byproducts plus plastic. That's all they are. And we need those to make advanced circuits, which will be used for all sorts of things. So there you go. Now we've got another block more or less laid out. There's still a wall randomly in the middle of our base that we should move. So let's do that. Okay, and our inventory is full again. Let's delete this random blueprint I have of a train, first of all. Okay, and this doesn't really need to happen right now. Don't need to remove that blueprint if we don't want to. Want to make sure that everything's still connected. It is, which is great. That solar panel, by the way, is being used for both power networks, which is interesting. I'm just considering to myself whether that's going to cause an issue with our plan of running this independently. I don't think it will, because those are fully charged. Yeah, no, it won't. It'll be just fine. Our house is already part of the cyborg uprising, is what she means to say. Alright, let's go deposit some junk that we have in our inventory. Okay, that freed up a bunch of space for us, so that's good. Let's drop down here, free up a little bit of extra space, getting rid of some of these. Okay, it's good. That's right, we did start laying out stone here, didn't we? It's a thing that we might consider continuing. Do we have cliff explosives? We do, perfect. We're going to want those to clean this all up. Okay. Let's make sure that this is a complete block. It is. Awesome. Now, do we want to put petroleum on a train? Or do we want to run a pipe all the way over here? That's the next question I'm asking. The answer is, I'm not sure. Pipe slips. I wondered, mentioned this. Think the accumulators are also on both power grids? It is. Yep, they are indeed on both power grids. That's why I'm concerned. But we'll solve that problem when it becomes a problem. Welcome to the chat, by the way. Trocken Tates. Hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. Yeah, SE plus KS2 is a really, really cool combination of mods. Monster What? It's me. I'm back. I'm so sorry. No worries. You typed so fast. Too fast for your own good. You're just fine. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a great day. Hope the mellow vibes today are what suits you. Let's get rid of these sentinel pieces in our blueprints. $80 subs, nice. It's definitely the start of something. I remember the first 100 were hard. The first 100 were really hard. It gets easier after that, assuming you continue creating content and don't take a several year-long break like I did. Would not recommend that if you're trying to grow a following, personally. Okay. So, we're defended here. Now it's plastic time. Not resin time, plastic time. Let's see. Do I have chem plants in my inventory? That'd be dope. We do. Don't push that. Doot. Plastic time. Yep. Somebody got it. Alright, plastique. Coal. That's right, we need coal on a train as well. Petroleum gas. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience, one might say. It's a thing from one of the creators, some of the creators we watch. Evan and Caitlin are their names. They do resin projects. Okay. This can make 4 per 2, so it's 1 every half second. Do I want to scale this more than I should? Because it's 1 every half second. If we wanted 30 per second, we would need 15 of these. And that would be a red belt. The inputs would be a yellow belt of coal. crafting speed of 1, so it's actually 15. And they can be right next to each other. So we'd want 8 and 8. And this would be... let's just lay these out. These loaders make stuff like this really, really easy. And we want to go like this. And then there you go, plastic's out. Easy. Really easy, actually. So we would just want coal in, and we'll want plastic out and electronic components out. So that uses 3 stations. Okay. Sorry, I'm just vibing for a moment. The music's... This is the mood that I was in, so... We did get there in the end. Okay, and then we want to make sure that we've got... inputs for coal. 1 per... second here. We can just do something like this in case we want to expand it further. There we go. Okay. Goes live when you're at school. Yeah. School schedules are quite difficult to plan around sometimes. Oh, and this needs to be red. This is a red out. There we go. How much petroleum is this going to eat up if it was running full speed, out of curiosity? 20 per second each, times 15. 300 petroleum per second. It's kinda nutty. Let's go just see how much we can actually support with how much we're doing right now. It's not that much, I can tell you that right now. But we also won't be able to consume that much. So this is making 30 per 5. We have 5 of them. So this is making 30 petroleum per second, plus the cracking capabilities of all of these, which is 10 per second times 10. Holy. 100 per second, so that's 130 per second. And we would eat 300 per second. So yeah, we would need to like double our oil production to maintain a red belt of plastic. And that's just for plastic production. Nothing else that we would need oil for. So something to keep in mind. Yeah, you've got us. We're around this time, at least on Thursdays. Monday evenings, we've also got the art stream that Nicole does on Monday evenings. So if you're interested at all in that, I think you'd have a good time. It's fun and informative. I'm not crazy into art or anything myself, but I always get something out of it. So there you go. There's your recommendation for the day. Go check out Hello, I Miss You if you haven't seen her before. It's good stuff over there. Oh, we are so mellow today. Isn't this nice, chat? Isn't this just kind of what you need on a Thursday afternoon sometimes? Okay, so we need coal in. Let's do it. One of these is going to be coal in. One of these is going to be plastic out. One of these is going to be electronic circuits out. And we're going to want to lay out the... Let's make this our coal, just to make a decision here. Coal drop off. Boop. There you go. We need to set train limits. Just Shapes and Beats? I've heard of that game. Might be a candidate for a bonus stream. It's going to be plastic pickup. Enable train limits. And electronic circuits pickup is going to go down here. So we're going to do plastic, electronic circuits. You get the deal. You get the idea here. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Electronic components. Train limit. There we go. Would be fun for a Saturday stream too. That would be fun. I'm into it. I've heard of it. I haven't actually seen it. Never taken the time to watch it played. We are gonna want to get another coal train going, which is fine. Gets harder and harder every track you play. Okay, so let's look at this here thingy-doodler. We're gonna want plastic to come out and merge into a line. It's gonna be it only needs to be a yellow line, so we can wrong. We can do it wrong immediately. That's what we can do. Go like this. Go like this. With a splitter. And like that. There you go. Splitter. Could make this easier on ourselves. Not that it's needed, but we could. By going like this. Splitter here. There we go. Now we've got two yellow lines of plastic. And they will go here. And like this. Or two yellow line, a yellow line of coal in each place. I miss spring. I miss breaks. just generally breaks are nice. Something you don't really consider so much when you're young, but they just one day you no longer get them, and that is maybe an indictment of our society. might possibly be that is not how that should work. But, you know, neither here nor there. Why am I low on electricity again? What has happened? Is it you? Is it your fault? Nope, you've got plenty. We're out of oil, probably. Most likely, would be my guess. Yeah, we're out of light oil. That makes sense. You guys and my friend are the only people who respond to your messages. Well, smaller streamers do have an easier time responding. Than larger streamers do. There's a lot of activity in bigger streamers' chats, but that being said, that's a shame. I'm glad that you get some of that social need fulfilled when you're around. It's good stuff. Okay, so that's plastic. We really need to hook this up like pronto. So we're going to just do it the cheaty way, and I'm gonna run petroleum as a line around the base. I don't think it's... To be completely clear, this is not best practices, what I'm about to do, okay? Best practices would be to put this on a train somewhere. But, you know, you can kind of do what you want to do. Let's get some petroleum around the base. Wow, the energy problems are abundant here. We could fix it a little bit by adding a little bit more petroleum storage. This is a stopgap solution for sure. Just to get light oil flowing again. Hold up. There was light oil all along. It just isn't actually making its way around the base. Because I did a half job. And that needs to go back there for now. I did only half the job of actually getting this wired up, is what happened here. So now there's light oil again. And these will slowly produce more fuel. I'll get it jump-started. Okay, so that's one benefit of solar. Hey, listen, hey, wait, listen, please. Well, I will say all caps is probably not the way to get attention from the larger streamers. It's hard to be fair to you. Like, it's not an easy, if you're trying to, yeah, chatting in those big chats, very difficult. Your messages get swarmed pretty immediately. Okay. Let's keep running petroleum so that we don't run into this exact same issue in 5 minutes. But for real this time instead of for fake. All right, and we just want to... Whoop. Did we just run out of undergrounds as well? That's not good. Okay. And then we want to run it up this direction, because that's where we need it. And we're going to add some pumps along the way to keep the pressure high. Most jobs only give you 11 days off per year. Starting jobs, this is true. Once you get like into a career track, usually you'll get 2 weeks for the first like 5 years. And then, which is, to be clear, that is the 11 days. And then you'll get like an extra year based on, or an extra week based on tenure after that. Like, I've been with my company long enough now that I've got I've got 3 weeks of vacation per year, which is pretty sweet, actually.
Morning sunshine.
Which is still not a lot, to be completely clear. It should be more, in my opinion. But such is life, I guess. All right. Music not fitting the disaster being built right now. I don't know if this is a disaster.
I love you.
I mean, maybe some of it. There's some spaghetti, but not a lot. Let me grab... Oh, we did have more pipes. I was wondering why there was no pipes. That didn't make a lot of sense to me. How's this happening? How's this doing? We've still got some room there. Okay. We need to keep an eye on that as well, because that's our overflow for this. For all of our ore is gated by this one chest of sand. If that sand gets backed up too much, then it's just GG. We did have a disaster with music. I don't know if it was disaster music or not, but there was a musical disaster. And okay, all right. This is good. This is good. Let's get...
I love you.
Like, this song is very mellow. It's a little odd, but it's very mellow. It's just somebody saying I love you over and over again. Maybe it's like positive affirmations, the song. Cool. No. Try again. Okay. Okay. Petroleum. It's over here. And we will have plastic once we get another train for coal. Because that has to happen before we have plastic. Okay. And we do have oil here, which is good. We'll need a pump if we ever want these to be fully utilized, but... Alright, let's grab some chemical plants. I don't know if... I don't know if we have chemical plants yet. We do not. So, we're gonna need to... We're running out of space here, ladies and gents. We are running out of space. I can put 2 more up here. But we're gonna need a bigger place for our mall at some point. I mean, the idea is eventually it'll be an entire block will just be for the mall, which will be kind of cool, I think. All right, let's get inputs, outputs, and inputs are wired together, and then we need some more cable. And we'll just hack it a little bit. Okay, this is set to read hand contents correctly. This is set incorrectly. We're gonna put this to produce for me the chemical plants, please. And yeah, just 5 is fine. And then we want chem plants. Perfect. Now that'll get produced. Are there stone bricks on this line already? Don't think there are. More sushi, more mall indeed. Could use 5 days to spend with your family and 5 days to have a vacation. Use the extra day as a thing to get you ready for the job after the break. That is exactly what we do. 3 months off every year for summer? Ridiculous. Absurd. That's not real. Well, what do you do now that I have a fear of loud sounds? Okay. We need... Ooh, we need stone bricks. Do we have a smelter facility somewhere? We do. This is grotesque. Don't do what I'm doing. I mean, maybe you could. It's kind of neat, actually. I'll take it. Just smelting the stone bricks on site. Why not? Oh, this is funny. Okay, all right. There we go. Stone bricks. Okay, and then we'll need probably a fast inserter here. Yeah, fast inserter was the way for sure. Let's get some more light. Okay. And now we've got stone bricks on the line. This could actually stand to output like 20 of them instead of 5 of them. Just because I know other things will be wanting those. Looks at the sushi belt, no worries here, just maybe add the Factorio horror tag. Oh, that's what you meant by the disaster in front of you. The sushi belt is king, okay? We've spent many streams perfecting the sushi belt. You're right, though. It does look a little bit heinous if you zoom in really close. It's like, ugh, what is going on? I really like it, though. I think it's super cool. Okay, and then we're just missing pipes. Why are we always missing pipes around here? What's going on with that? Because we're missing iron for the pipes. Are we missing iron again? We are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is there a Factorio horror tag? If there isn't, there should be. There probably is. What happened here? We ran out of water. What? Why did we run out of water? Where am I even getting my water for this setup? Here. And that is out because of reasons that will become clear to me. Aha! Why? Because I moved this. Okay. Let's get another solar panel. Yeah. Let's get another solar panel. And then it'll be on its own network, and we won't have to worry about this anymore. There we go. That should be enough for that. And we've got an accumulator, so that's perfect. Let's go grab some steel. All right. There we go. Solar panel. Whoop. Wrong button. Very wrong button. Try again. Okay. Where was it? Here. Solar panel. Boop. Boop. And an accumulator to keep it running at nighttime. There you go. And now this should start outputting again. Yep, and then iron will start getting output again. More like a scary sound, like a whale roaring. I meant the across-map Petro pipe was a disaster, to be honest. Sushi was a shocker. Yeah, nobody uses sushi. Nobody uses sushi, but I think it's so I said this in the first recap video that I made for this series, but I think that especially if you're playing a new mod pack that you're unfamiliar with the recipes for, Sushi Mall will be your best friend, because it means that you can it means that you can just slap things down and be like, oh, I need one of these, bam, I can do it. And you don't have to worry about like rewiring your brain from some of the layouts that you've perfected over, you know, a long time playing vanilla Factorio, for example. Are there problems with sushi belts? Yes. Lots of problems. Many problems with sushi belts. But I do think they're pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, and the across map petroleum, we just won't talk about it, and then later we'll replace it with a train, and it'll be like it never happened. Okay, let's getting distracted here. My wife started giggling in the seat behind me, and it was very distracting. Okay. Oh, and we don't have glass on this belt yet either. Well, that is a shame. We can fix it, though. We don't need this to be stone brick anymore. Let's make it glass instead. Uh-huh. And then we just need to make glass go here, which I can do. How about the ingress, the programming so sushi doesn't overfill? So the way that that works, basically you've got a memory cell here, like most sushi belts do, that basically remembers, its job is to remember all of the items that are on the belt. So on the red wire, we are reading the hand contents of all these inserters, and it tells it how many things go on the belt. Same with the belts here. They are reading the belt content and enabled, disabled, and you set the amount of each item that you want to go onto the belt on the belt itself. And then when there's not enough items, it basically allows more items on. It reads those items, and you can see the running count on the right side of the screen up here for how many are in the network currently. We've also got this nice little thing down here, which counts how many items we have used in total since turning the system on. So that's pretty cool. For a more detailed explanation, check out the most recent video? Maybe I talked about it in the most recent video, or the one before that. I don't remember. But no pressure. A little bit of pressure. If you enjoy YouTube videos about Factorio, maybe drop a subscription over there on the YouTube channel. I don't post super frequently, just because I only stream this game once a week, but we're getting better about it. Okay, where am I trying to get this? We're trying to get glass. And this does not need to be red belts. I don't know why I'm using red belts. Hey, thanks. Dropping the link tree. Links to all my socials can be found there. There we go. And let's get some glass going. We're gonna split it. Is this a yellow? It is yellow. Not making a lot of this, hey? It's fine. I'll assume that it's gonna be red at some point and just prep for that. Ah. Well, that is unfortunate. Let's try one lower. There we go. And did you like the cross map petroleum belt? Here's a cross map sand belt. How about that? Is that better? Oh boy. All right. Where does it need to go? It needs to go here. And we'll just use a red here to keep things sensible. Wouldn't want anyone to think I'd lost my mind or anything. Red here as well. Probably more resource efficient to just use 2 yellows versus 1 red, but is what it is. This is true. Branding is being updated, so enjoy. The link tree will give you a sneak peek to the new branding. Just a refresh. Just a nice little refresh. All right, glass less than 50. Do we want 50 glass on this belt? Let's do 25. I just don't want to overfill the belt. And there's our glass. Cool. All right. Belts, especially full belts, are heavily optimized. This is true. The optimization for this game is actually insane when you think about the fact that, like, compare this to a game like Minecraft is the example that most people are familiar with because many players come to Factorio through modded Minecraft. Compare this to a game like that, right? In Minecraft, you have a couple hundred entities hanging around, and your computer just catches on fire. In Factorio, you can have legitimately millions of objects on belts. Millions of them. And it's just fine. Like, my computer's barely even warm right now. No risk of fire at all. Yeah, this game's awesome. I love Factorio. Okay, let's get some... What were we working on before we were interrupted? Plastic electronic components. That's right. Let's do it. Okey-day. Do we have any of those yet? Chemical plants, hello? Why not? He says to himself, wondering. They take 5 pipes at a time. Okay, so it's about to make its first one? No, its 4th one. Okay, it's working along. It's doing its thing. We're using a lot of iron now, though. I'm guessing most of that is going towards pipes. And radars are still a thing as well. Okay. These? Theirs are on the belt. That's fine. We don't need those to be made fast. We have enough radars already. V3 of the sushi mall, I think, will have 2 lanes. Just so that we can fit more stuff on the belt. But V2.5 will just be, we'll just get upgraded to blue belt here, and then it'll be faster. Okay. Chem plants. You know what is going on? I know what's going on. It's that I don't have... I'm not going to put it there. Let's just start a new one. I don't have chemical plants on the... Here we go. We're not trying to pick them up. There we go. Now it'll pick them up as it comes around. They all get sorted into this one chest, and then eventually when I have logistics robots, they'll get hand-delivered to me by a drone all the time, which is pretty cool. How many did we need up there? We are missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Okay. Let's start thinking about how to get electronic components. These are plastic, glass, silicon. Really easy. 1 per second. Okay. Let's shoot for a yellow belt first, shall we? So 15, meaning 16 assemblers. So 8 per side. It's 3 inputs, 1 output. Let's start thinking about it. Little scratch pad over here. So, 3 inputs, 1 output. Let's think about that. That's 2 inputs. And then we need these, and then on the other side, we can think about this to be like that, maybe, and like this, like that. Mm-hmm. And then it's like this and like that. Nope. Pick up. There we go. So that's the inputs handled. And let's just sanity check. Does not work. Doesn't work like this. But does it work like this? Sure does. Okay. Good. And then... what? This. The power will need to be on the outside. That's fine. And it's going to be outputs. Okay, so that's easy. 3 inputs, 1 output. Something like that. And then we can go like this and get some lights in there. Okay, and then I'm going to, this is not necessary for right now, but I am going to do it just so that I can make this a generalizable blueprint. I'm going to set these to drop near on 2 of these. The reason to do that is just so that if we are outputting 2 full lines off of a setup like this, then they will be fully saturated lines. Okay. Boop. Let's put this here. 3 in, 2 out, 1 out. There you go. Save that blueprint, put it in our blueprint book. And now we've got a generalized 3 in, 2 out, or 3 in, 1 out blueprint, which is pretty cool, and it's very space efficient, as you saw. We could have made it even more space efficient if we had wanted to save 2 tiles. We could have, with some underground belt shenaniganry. I'm tempted to do it, just because. Just because I can, I'm tempted to do it, but there's no reason, really. Okay, and then we should have enough chemical plants now that we've spent some time designing that. Yep, we do. Let's fly over there and get that done. And it's over here. So plastic goes here. And it's going to be 1 yellow belt of... electronic components here. So let's just put it down here for now. I'm fine. Like, I'm leaving myself plenty of space to expand, basically. And I can always move this around. So 1 and 2, and that's our full... that's our full yellow belt of electronic components, just like that. Love to see it. Are we out of... we're out of inserters, okay. I'll grab more, that's fine. And now we just need to talk about this. So we need... it's 3 inputs, as we know. One of them is plastic. That's right up here. Silicon and glass, I believe, are the other two. Yep. So we just need to bring a line of silicon and a line of glass over here, which we will do just by lines for now because it is legitimately right there. It would be better to do it by train, like that would be the more generalizable approach, but for now, this is our only output for those, so there's no reason to stress ourselves, and in fact, I planned the trains to not drop those off in this environment. So let's go grab some inserters, and then we'll run those lines, and then we'll have electronic components automated, which is pretty cool. We do need coal. We need another coal train as well, so file that away on the to-do list. We should start like a chat to-do list for Factorio. That would be really cool, actually. I'll think on how to get that done. We need some rail signals as well, I'm noticing, so let's refill on those while we're here. Yeah, I'll think on that. That's a good idea, me. Well done. Pats on back. Okay. Okay, and then we just need to connect it, and voila, we have power. Are we out of rails? We are out of rails, okay. Grab some more rails next time we're there as well. Let's get plastic in right here for now. In theory, this can support a red belt. It can't, but in theory it could. This is our plastic pickup, so we will want a splitter here, and that'll go up there, but for now we don't need it anywhere but here, so we're out of belts now, so let's get belts and rails. That's what we need next. Turning off my robots just so that they don't get left behind on accident. Alt-R is the shortcut for that, if you're wondering. Alright, belts, rails. And we should label up our map a little bit as well. Okay, and then this needs to go here. So we're just going to make it nice and compact for now, and if we need to move this later, we will. Let's get a coal train set up. Right here. And where's my wagons? There they are. All right. Fuel, you can have some of mine for now. And then it wants the coal schedule. Perfect. And we have a, for those of you joining us after the last episode, we do have a fuel depot for our trains. So when, between stops, they go here and they get refilled with fuel. Okay, coal's gonna come in, and then coal's gonna come back, which is exactly what we need. Oh, that's right. That's right. I still haven't fixed my coal pickup. We built this coal pickup very, very early in the series. And at the time, I thought I was going to do some weird 3 wagon design instead of 4. So that's why it's bad. That is the key takeaway there. We really should fix that. Oh well. For now, we will just do what we've done every other time and disable that last wagon of the train. And then we'll need to fix this. You can also tell that it was designed earlier because like the blocks are a different length apart, and it just everything is wrong about this train, about this station. Okay. And then we could probably do with upgrading these to red loaders at some point, but red loaders, if you're curious why I don't use them more yet, take advanced circuits. So we're not there yet, but we're about to be. We are about to be there because we've got electronic components now. Actually, how close are we? I think we're really close. Yeah, we're there because we've got electronic circuits automated and we've got electronic components automated. Copper cables are just copper. We can start thinking about this now. Cool. And that'll be a bespoke design rather than a generalizable 3 in, 1 out, because the amounts, like the amount of stuff you need is quite high. Yeah, so we'll want 2 full belts of... We'll want a full belt of copper cable, a full belt of electronic circuits, and a half belt of electronic components. That's kind of sad how that works out, but it's all right. Then we'll have advanced circuits on a train. Pretty easy. Let's take a ride. Ah, stuff is happening automatically. It's almost like it's a game about automation. Oh. It went to the wrong drop-off. Went to steel instead. That's fine. It'll happen once this one gets there. We're gonna need to increase our coal productivity over here as well. Okay. Also, core drilling is something that I'm very keen to get into. Might even do it. Ooh, somebody's coming to the fuel depot. Who? What? Heading to fuel depot. Why are you stuck? We must be missing rail signals over there. Glad I caught that. This is all legacy stuff. This is the old base. Okay. What is going on with this? Because you're trying to go to the copper. Why? Hold on. A minute. What is going on here? Why are those red? Because this is on that line? Yeah. Okay. Weird. Hey, I'm just glad I noticed it. There we go. Okay. Coal's coming in. Very slowly now. Oh, we've drained our buffer. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, because it went to the fuel depot. Makes sense. Okay. Okay. And then copper ore's coming in, and it's going to get enriched, and then it's going to get smelted. Lovely. Ammunition is starting to stockpile, I would have to imagine. Because it goes all the way across, and it was already up here in the corner. Yeah. So it is past this base now. That's pretty cool. Yeah, biters are still not a huge concern for us yet. They're only spawning the small guys so far, which is interesting. I would have thought that there would be mediums by now. The base is expanded to the point where... Actually, let's take a look at that. Where's our pollution cloud? A ways out now. It is a ways out. We could claim more space. Could be a thing that I want to do at some point, but no need yet. I do have a need, however, a need for speed to expand copper productivity here. Or coal? Copper? Coal. Coal production needs to be a thing. Why did I make this blueprint so expensive? And so bad? Oh, because I wanted to fit a light in. That's why. But I could have fit a light anyway. Gonna want to edit that blueprint, I think. Show me the wall. Here's the wall. We got flamer turrets. We got gun turrets with beautiful piercing ammunition. It wraps all the way around the base. He go fast? Who go fast? Okay, coal is off. And hopefully going towards plastic. Yep, looks like it's going towards plastic. Here we go. It would help if we powered plastic in any meaningful way. All right, let's do that. We don't have big electric poles automated yet. Because they take concrete, and we don't have concrete in our mall. Oh, you said you have a need for speed. Okay, yeah. I gotcha. There we go, plastic. We have it. We have a lot of it, in fact. Now it is silicon and glass. We're gonna bring them right down here. And doot. And doot. And then we just need to go out one more. There we go. All right, silicon and glass. So silicon is up here. A little awkward. It is gonna be awkward. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna go this way with it. And this way with it. And this way with it. And all of this will probably have to be rerouted and reconfigured at a later time. But once we plug these in, we will have electronic components. And once we have electronic components, we have all of the components necessary for advanced circuits, which is very cool. We're going to need more belts now. Nope. Let's go get more belts. We use a lot of belts. Why do we have an odd number of belts? So odd. All right, here we go. Silicon being plugged in. Boop. And glass being plugged in. There we go. Now this is definitely our bottleneck for this whole thing. Is a crafting speed of 2, making basically 1 per second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a half a yellow belt of glass and a little more than a half a yellow belt of silicon. So that's our bottleneck, for sure. But that is okay, because we're going to okay. We'll just do it farther out. There we go. Here we go, electronic components. And they are being made. I want to make sure that all of them turn on. They should all. There we go. How are we doing on electricity? Electricity's still fine. Okay. And that's electronic components, which is right here. Yep. So we need to... it's only going to make one belt of them, so no need to be super exact or anything. Let's just... 3... Why do I... Hold up. What? This should be 4 trains. Are we just missing a rail signal here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Something like that? I think. Yep, that'll work. Okay. And then we'll just split, and in. Which means this needs to go here. And I'm actually gonna split it there just for... There we go. And then once we have a train, which we can do, we need wagons. Let's go get wagons. Then we are making electronic components, and they are in the train network. Very cool, very cool. Let's grab 4 of those. Okay. Good stuff. There we go. And we are going to want to buffer this for sure. So that means redesigning everything that I just did. Which is fine. Because we definitely want to buffer this. So let's get some steel chests here. Just having 1 buffer on hand would be, that's plenty. Basically, I anticipate that I probably won't even need this buffer that I'm about to make, but at least not yet. Not for a long while, really. Let's just get a bunch of steel chests. There we go. And this is flowing. Good stuff. All right, so we want to buffer. Out and in, out. Just like this. Those do get replaced. Okay, good to know. I thought maybe I could just drag over the whole thing, but I could not. Okay, so now we have a buffer. And it serves both functions. This is a splitter and a buffer. So that's cool. Mind another silly question? Not at all. What about all the signals on the stations? For each compartment, a signal, it seems, allowing for shorter trains, but they are all chain signals? Mm-hmm. So, basically, it will... The idea is that as this train leaves, one of the compartments opens up, and a new train can start to come into this station as this one is leaving. Completely unnecessary, unlikely to ever be used, but it'll increase throughput at, like, the high end. You mentioned that they're all chain signals. I'm wondering if this even works, or if I need to replace them all with regular rail signals. They might all need to be regular rail signals, now that you mention it. So, thanks for the shout. I don't tend to look up blueprints when I play. I generally just play blind and make mistakes, make my own designs. And, you know, before this series, I had not played Factorio for a couple of years, so we're coming back to it, having a good time. Okay, and this is all working. Ah, this is great. So this is a full yellow belt of electronic components now. And it's so easy for me to expand this. All I have to do is stamp down another one. Sweet. All right. And we should see this back up a little bit. It also looks like our glass and silicon production is enough to keep up with this. Oh no, we just had a buffer. Well, maybe it is enough. We're waiting on stone right now, huh? Where is the stone? He's in stone pickup right now. We do have buffers there, and it's, in fact, double buffered, so you should be filled up pretty quickly. Don't know why it filled back to front. That's odd. Why would it fill back to front? Splitters is why. So we would want to priority split to the right on all of the splitters if we wanted it to fill evenly. Yeah. Okay. Because, yeah. I'll go fix that. GG components indeed. Next stop, red circuits. So here's what I was saying. We basically want all of these to output priority to the right, because then they will take this full yellow belt in and then output it to the right every time. And these ones are just being fed directly from these chests, so that should be fine. Okay, yeah, we did some weird stuff for this buffer. Yeah, this does need to be all rail signals, which I can do pretty easily. There we go. Good. Let's take a look at our stone again while we're in the area, trimming some of the ones that are run out. They'll get automatically placed to continue mining. I stamped this all down and it was completely overkill. If you're curious why there are a bunch of ghosts sitting around here, it's just because we didn't need this much stone at all. Okay, so stone went in and we should be now getting the glass and stuff that we need. Glass is coming in slowly. Okay. And I don't remember if I did the math and balanced this. Looks like I didn't. It looks like we could use more crushers. Yeah, we could definitely... The bottleneck here is stone into sand production, so that's something to keep in mind. If we want to increase the speed here, we will add more crushers. Do I have some? I do. Do I want to just add more right now? Kinda. Do I want to add more right now? Is there a reason not to add more right now? I don't think so. Oh, that's not going to work. Then we need to go like this. This can be yellow. And a loader. There we go. Copy this whole shebang. And get rid of this. And copy that. And copy that. And I made this red belt, which was ambitious. Okay, so that is out, or that's in, rather. Now we need out, which I guess we will just do down here. And then we want it to come up and join these lines. How do we want to do this? I guess we're gonna go like this with a splitter and an underground situation. Can I even get up there? No. That's silly. Just do it here. And we're out of belts again. Okay, belts and loaders. Small improvements all over the place here. That's the name of the game. Belts, loaders. Let's get 300 belts. Alright. There you go. And then a loader here. And it'll be like this. And it'll be like that, so I'm just planning for this future. If you are curious what I'm on about right now, we're gonna go this way, then we're gonna red belt, and we're gonna, we should actually go here. So not quite. Here and red belt. Okay, one more, that's fine. There we go. And like this, like this, like this, and like that. There we go. And now we've got should be full yellow belts of sand for glass and for silicon. Should be. Maybe not because of this, but we'll see. And then the idea being these can be upgraded to red belts or whatever later down the road if we want. Okay, and these are still not all on. Might need to be a red belt. I mean, they're slowly filling up, right? This one's now actually full. This one is not. It's a little stone intensive here. Let's just upgrade this. We're here, we might as well. And then we could upgrade planner it, actually. There. And now we've got a red belt going to silicon. The loaders do mean we get an extra buffer of sand, so that's something to keep in mind, like a big buffer of sand in each one of these. I'm fine with that. Like, yeah, it's technically wasted materials, but who cares? It's all about throughput in this game. You don't really need to worry about, like, buffers are fine. Okay, so now all of these are definitely on, which is great. And these are doing fine. Are these limited by... They're inserters now? How many do they make at a time? 8 at a time. So yeah, they are limited by output now. That's interesting. Well, that's easy to fix. Takes a little bit of electricity and some more expensive components, but that's fine. How about you? Are you... They'll have the same problem, right? Because they have 9 outputs. The input probably didn't need to be upgraded there, but that's fine. Maybe the input does need to be upgraded. Kind of looks like it does. Yeah, it does. Okay. That's fine. We've got the inserters. Why not use them? Now that we're going to be using these materials more, we might as well. Now we're now we're quartz limited. Okay. That's fine. We're still using more than we were before because we're using more than half the line. So maybe we're using more than we were before. Not really sure. This looks like we can no longer support... Yeah, so this could do with being a red belt. Basically, we need a lot of stone crushers, is what we're learning. But those are going to get upgraded. Because right now we're using the crushers. These ones. We want to be using the pulverizers, because these are better than the crushers. All we would need to do for that, interestingly enough, is to make concrete. Concrete. Which is iron sticks, stone bricks, sand, and water. Iron sticks, stone bricks, sand, and water. Wondering how I want to go about this. We've got stone bricks on the belt now. Iron sticks are already on the belt. We would legitimately just need sand and water, which we could do something real ugly and make sand on site. Also, this belt is getting over full at this point, it looks like. I mean, it's at capacity. It's not over full, but it is at capacity for sure. Oh, maybe it is. No, it's good. I'm seeing a couple of things like waiting for space in the destination, but oh, those are all insert. I'm not seeing any of the reds waiting for space, which would mean that there's no space on the belt. So, yeah, so what I was saying before I interrupted myself is we could do something ugly and make sand on site like this, and then we would just need water. It's a hacky solution. How are we feeling about this, chat? How does this make us feel? Is this acceptable? Have I committed war crimes? I'm just gonna keep going until someone tells me to stop. How much sand do you take? 10, yeah, so we do want this to look at how like weirdly perfect this fits in. Ooh. I don't know if I like that. This shouldn't exist, I don't think. Okay, now we've got water here, and then we're waiting on stone bricks and iron sticks, which should get here. I mean, this will be slow. Do you need to, like, hold on. No, it's getting them a little bit at a time here. There we go. Okay, and then it needs an output. And watch what I'm about to do for an output, if you thought that was gross. This is nasty. This shouldn't be a thing, I don't think. This probably shouldn't be a thing. And then pick up from there, drop off to there. Gross. I will make it fast, just in case. And then this just needs stone, which we can grab from the line. What? Nope, don't grab stone brick. That's not what we want. Hold on. We want just the stone, which means we need a filter inserter. I didn't even know you could grind stone brick. Green one. None. Read hand contents. Filter. Stone. What will this make? Oh, it's just destroying it. Well, that's silly. Don't do that. There we go. Now we're making sand, and now we're making concrete. It's yucky. I don't like it, but I like it. There goes, hoping a train would have stopped that madness. Streamer mind stepping back on the tracks. Yeah. This is... I don't think this is okay, honestly. This is probably not okay. Disabled by control behavior. Really? So there is already concrete? What? How? They must have made it. Yeah, I see it floating around, actually, now that I'm looking again. Okay. We've got concrete. What are we going to do with the concrete? We're going to make pulverizers with the concrete. How are we going to do that? We're going to do it like this, and it's also going to be ugly. We really need a better place for this stuff. Output, input far, even farther. There you go. Upgrade you. I mean, I could just loop the belt farther away, but... Oh, we've already got one here. Okay, good. Saved from myself. Let's get some pulverizers. Pulverizer. There we go. Less than 5, please. And we just need to make this... That train was awfully close to me there. Make that a pulverizer. And now, all of a sudden, we can make these. They're a little expensive, but they'll be worth it in the long run, I think. I think I should tone down the amount of iron on the belt just a touch. I think we're allowing like 200 on right now. Let's bring that down to 150. And it'll get used pretty quickly, but it'll just free up 50 slots on the belt, which is a worthwhile thing to do at this point, I think. It'll slow everything down just a touch. Just basically, it decreases the iron throughput overall. So, all right, we need pickup. Let's grab pick up right here. How about? And I don't think we need a ton of these. Pulverizers. There we go. Let's just grab 20 of them. Yeah, the train was awfully close there. I brushed with death briefly. Okay, yep, iron's being used slowly. Have we made any yet? No. That's fine. Ooh, you know what we can make now that there's concrete on the belt? That's exciting. We can make large electric poles. I think I want only like one of these on the belt at a time. Where am I gonna put the large electric pole? No. No. We're gonna put it up here. It's gonna be kind of gross. Oh man, this would be the first time that I've... Hold on. I can do this without disrupting the count. The count is maintained. Excellent. Let's go like this and like this. And we need green wire here. And red wire here. And instead of that, we want large electric poles. Less than 5, and large electric poles here. There we go. Everything should be here that we need. It is. GG Sushi indeed. Sushi is MVP. Like, imagine how hard this would be to, like, introduce to a normal belt mall for comparison. Way harder. Way harder to do. And yeah, it's a little slower than a traditional belt mall if you make it correctly, but, like, that's fine. Yeah, let's add big belts down here. Or big, not belts, electric poles. And then those will accrue down here as well. Okay. Getting more and more excited for logistics bots at some point. Okay. Let me see. This is just waiting on steel beams. Those are being made, right? Yeah, it had a couple of them. Of course it's being made. The output is full. Because it's disabled by... Yeah, okay. That's fair. This belt needs to be upgraded to blue at this point. We have hit saturation. But we're nowhere near blue. You have to launch rockets to get to blue. So, we'll just let it do its thing here. I mean, the robot mall is the king of convenience. But I feel like it's a little bit cheating. There, now we've got pulverizers instead, so that's cool. Let's go take a look at how our new pulverizers work. Because they're going to be faster. How big are they? That's the other question. Is it a drop-in replacement? Certainly is. And we will make sand. 3 makes 7.5 is better than 1 makes 2. So, yep. Low power. Okay, time to increase our power a little bit. Did we not? I guess we didn't, wire that one up yet. That's fine. Now we're only using a half a belt at a time. We should probably balance this rather than... Oh, wow. Did I really do this twice? No way. Yuck. Alright, let's fix that. If you are wondering what I'm complaining about, it's that I, for some reason, like, put it onto the side of the belt twice instead of merging it twice. No idea what drove me to make that decision, other than laziness. I don't think I was, like, short on splitters at the time either, so there's really not an excuse. There we go. Okay. So now that'll unload more or less as quickly throughout its time in the station. And if we wanted to buffer, that would also make this a little better, but no need yet. I'm fine with momentary slowdowns. I don't think we can even process a full red belt of stone yet. Although, once we get all of these, maybe. Are they faster? 1 second crafting time versus a 0.5 second crafting time. So no, it's actually slower. It just outputs more. Well, it's 1 second per 3 versus half a second per 1. So it is faster. It's faster as well as being more efficient. Cool. I like that. Music, where'd you go? Get back here. Robot Mall is point and click. Yeah. Yeah, Robot Mall is cheating a little bit, I think. Oh wow, these stack a lot. Okay, that's good to know. Now then, you need a schedule, sir. Can I just, instead of coal pickup, can I? No. Okay. That's fine. Gonna be electronic component pickup until full. Then we're gonna need it to go drop those off until it's empty. We have space here. We could just make the electronic. We could make the advanced circuits right here. No, we couldn't. We need copper and circuits inbound to make that happen. Okay. Time to make another wall expansion. How are we going to do that? We are going to make a custom filtered deconstruction planner. And it's going to filter out it's going to filter whitelist, walls, inserters. I'm just trying to make this easier on myself than it has been in the past. Inserters, gun turrets, flame turrets, pipes, both varieties. And medium electric poles. It's a vibe. Hey, chat, drink some water. Belts and undergrounds. There we go. Wall. Whoop. Deconstructor. Okay, and then I don't know how this works in a blueprint book. Like, if I... Yeah, that does work. Okay, cool. So then we just need to grab everything from here. And it leaves the... rails intact, which is cool. You can pick with Q and drop what you need on the deconstruction planner. Whoa! That's a good tip. You absolutely can. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Good to know. Been doing it manually this whole time. Alright, now then, we need to then drop the next portion of the base, which can, boop, go like that. And then we just make a wall segment. And a little awkward. I don't know what's going on down there, but we'll fix that at some point. And we need to make the wall segment up here as well. We'll fix these wall segment blueprints at some point to be more correct. And wall segment there. And we didn't actually... Okay. Oh, biters. We didn't actually, Oh boy. What a bad time to get attacked. Oh well. all fine that ends well. We didn't actually make a corner blueprint that is correct yet either. So we're gonna do that now. Which will be this to this. It's still not actually correct, mind you. Because there's some weirdness with the belts and stuff, but it'll get the job done. Okay. Now this block is going to be advanced circuits, which is exciting. Yeah, shout out to the enemy AI indeed. It did make for dramatic tension. Alright, and then we're going to want to build it this way. Are we out of electricity again? Not... yes, we are out of electricity again. Maybe just up here? Yeah, just up here. Everything else still has electricity. We've cut off the wall portion of the base from electrical flow is what's happened, I think. No, that's probably fine. No, we'll get rid of it. There we go. Okay, and then we need to connect this up to the existing oil. Which we can do just like this. That doesn't need to exist. Okay, that's good. That'll work. We're gonna need to... We could landfill this as well, and we should landfill this instead, but... In fact, we don't even really need to landfill this, but we do need to landfill this. Didn't even know you could push Q on a robot. Today I learned. Okay. Because the reason we wouldn't really need to landfill this and like defend it exactly is just because we won't be attacked from the ocean, obviously, unless they've introduced a new mob that I don't know about. Why? Ah, we're missing a flamethrower turret here. That's fine. We'll just patch it for now. Once again, picking up your robots does prevent them from charging, which can extend the battery life of your personal robots by quite a bit. If you pick them up as they're coming back towards you, it'll reset their battery. I've already given this tip once, but that's a nice choke point. So nice of them to just walk through all of that. I don't know why I'm building this defense backwards, by the way. By backwards, I mean I should have started from the point that had the ammunition. You know, would have made sense. So that we could have continued to supply our turrets as we expand the base, but it's fine. We've got this in the bag. We've got our flamethrower turrets. They'll see us through until the whole thing is built. Our robots will end up running out of electricity here at some point, though. Oh, something's getting blown up. Really? Uh-oh. Oh, it ran out of energy. That's bad. That's very bad. Robots, get back inside the inventory, please. Don't know how that works, but... Okay. Yeah, very, very bad. All of this ran out of energy. Which means that these turrets probably ran out of ammo? No. They didn't. The heck? Okay. Well, let's fix this, and then let's actually build the flamethrower turrets here. Because it kind of looks like we are... yeah, okay. The attacks have just gotten so extreme that just the gun turrets are no longer able to keep up. Cool. That is good to know. We are out of flamethrower turrets. That's not good. Let's see if we can make it a thing. Yeah, we just need flamethrower turrets. And then they'll have oil once we have them. Okay, cool. Let's go do that then. We should have them here. We also need... Looks like we kind of just need flamethrower turrets, actually. Okay. Should be good. How are we doing on rails? We're out of rails as well, it looks like. That's something we might want to get. We're out of energy. So our bots are not going to build these for us, but... all of a sudden, we have flamethrower turrets active to defend this outpost, which is great. That is great. Why were these regular pipes instead of underground pipes? Very odd. I made decisions, past me made decisions that present me doesn't quite understand. Okay, now we're fully defended here. Should be fine. Let's take a look at the electricity network. We do not have electricity here. So we do need to reconnect the electricity. How does that work? I guess we just don't have this connected to the base very many places. A little weird. Okay. It'll get connected as we build this wall. We are out of power poles, though. So let's go get those. We're out of power poles, and I think we're out of rails as well, like I said before. Okay. Power poles, rails. That's what we're here for. Power poles. Rails. Lovely. We could have picked up more large electric poles there, but we didn't. Yeah, okay. Let's continue our expansion in the north here, I think, is the correct place to... It's not, like, there's no objectively right way to do this. Well, there is, and it's not the way I'm doing it. The objectively right way to do this would have been to expand on this wall, the western wall, so that ammunition could continue to flow as we build the defenses. But we did not do that, which is fine. Are we out of gun turrets? We aren't. Okay. Could help the robots out a little bit here. Gonna have a lot of wood from this section. which is fine. All this woods does is absorb pollution for us. So that's pretty nice. Okay. I'm just planning out the next phase of our global domination here, and it is advanced circuits, and then we will be very close to robot automation. If we can get advanced circuits done, then I think we're basically there. But I am going to do a bespoke robot factory rather than adding them to the mall, because we want a lot of them. They're high throughput items, the robots are. We need more underground pipe as well. All right, let's get these electric poles in place. I'll do it myself, that's fine. Yeah, so we want a bespoke robot factory rather than speaking is hard. What time is it? 5 o'clock? Okay. We've been streaming for about 3 hours. 1 hour to go, actually, because it is a shorter stream today. So 1 hour left, everybody. If you've been watching and you're enjoying the stream, those were English words, I promise. If you have been watching and you are enjoying the stream, we do go live playing Factorio and other automation type games every Thursday. So if you're liking what you see, why don't you drop a follow if you haven't already? And we'll see you next Thursday as well. We'll also be live on Saturdays, most Saturdays, not this Saturday because of a family birthday party, but most Saturdays we're live with Hello, I Miss You, playing some games together. We just finished It Takes Two recently, super fun. We're not quite sure what we're going to play next, but when we figure it out, it's going to be awesome. So come along for that particular ride as well. Why don't you? All right. Self-promotion out of the way. Did I do it? Am I a professional streamer now? We did it. Okay. Let's get some undergrounds. Plant cam error. Uh-oh. What on earth happened there? What happened to it? Oh no. Okay. Our plant/pet cam is sideways now. Let me see if I can fix it. One moment. We did it. Doop. All right. Yeah, that was me switching it to the front cam to get it to reset its orientation lock. I don't know why it did that. That was weird. Let's get some. Ooh, there's a battle happening. Let's see how this goes. We need more underground pipes for sure. Ammunition is flowing. Is there someone alive here? How the heck? Okay. Underground pipes. I was saying at the end of the last stream that once you get like a modular base design like this going, things start to happen much faster. And you can see that that's true. We've almost doubled the size of our base in this episode. So, pretty cool. Episode, stream, I don't know. Pick your word. Iron is now backed up. That's good to see. could indicate a problem, actually, now that I think about it, with the sushi mall. Because if that gets backed up, then the iron would back up. Hello, robots? Did I leave all my robots behind on accident? Okay, I'll do it myself. That's fine. Okay. Ammunition has flowed. To a point. And now we have more ammunition coming through. Good stuff. If the bots actually, or if the bugs actually reach our walls, these will damage our own walls, which is a bit of a design oversight. I guess they should have been a little, like, one tile closer to the walls. We might fix that later. Why is this a... There. What the heck? There we go. That one was backwards for reasons unknown to me. Okay. There we go. Why is this a thing at all? We don't know. There. Ammo has flown. Flown? Flowed. Both. Get rid of the sentinels that are randomly around all the time. Okay, we should be safe now. To build advanced circuits. That is the goal. I just noticed another problem. We really need to get these blueprints seen to. Like, come on. We're embarrassing ourselves out here. We'll spend some time redesigning the city block blueprints in the next stream, most likely. Okay, advanced circuits. What is needed? Electronic circuits, easy. Just import them on a train. Electronic components, easy. Import them on a train. Copper cable, easy. Import copper on a train. Let's do it. There are random gates here. That's fun. Okay. Let's build the remainder of the track here so that we can actually use this block. Should be good to go now. This doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that it's not. It does matter. It absolutely matters because that connects to the rest of the base. So let's fix it. Yeah, it matters not because of this, but because of this. So, let's just make sure that this is real and there's not a new problem somewhere along the line. Also, low on electricity still. Why? No power pole right here. There we go. Okay. Now then, electronic components are right here. That's easy. Circuits are easy. We just need I'm glad I caught this. That would have been confusing later. Alright, let's make sure that we're all in range of radar still as well. We are. That's good. That's good. Base is really taken off, actually. I like it. I like it. Okay. Now, we need train stops. Another thing that we do not have blueprints for. So, maybe we should make the blueprints for them. Revolutionary idea. I want the whole thing. So this is going to be a buffered export. So basically, belt comes in. This is a pickup station, is what this is. Yeah. All right. And we'll rename it. Buffered. Buffered. I'm guessing double R-E-D. I'm not really sure how to spell that word, if I'm being honest with you. Buffered pickup. There you go. Save the blueprint. And then put it in here. And we can just plop it down as a buffered pickup now. Oh, but once again, these need to be rail signals, not chain signals. So that's something to fix in our blueprint. There we go. And we need steel chests as well to make this a thing. Okay, but that is a thing. So we're going to rename this item pickup. And we are going to edit this blueprint. Isn't there a button? Thought there was a button to redo a blueprint, but guess not. That's fine. Let's get a list, grid, create copy, upgrade, export, destroy. Interesting. Let's get this back. And actually, I'm going to grab the whole track just because it makes it easier to place. There you go. Now call it buffered pickup. Create that. Put it in here. How do you... Oh, no, don't want to do that. Try again. There you go. Okay, buffered pickup is now a thing. Lovely. Now, we also want a buffered drop-off, most likely. And actually, I want... Okay, I'm gonna the original intention was to do these on the other side of the belt to save as much space as possible in the interior of the block, so I'm gonna fix that. What, grab everything out of the book is a hotkey? It is indeed. I didn't know either. Okay. And this doesn't need to be here. Okay, now we're going to do. And I wish that there was a... When in cursor, left click to build, right click to open. Doesn't look like there's a way to edit what's in a blueprint. It's kind of unfortunate. But oh well. There we go. Name it again. Buffered pickup. Create. There we go. And buffered pickup goes in here. Good stuff. And then we can and we can drop this down. And we're out of train stations now, so that's no good. And this is going to be a buffered drop-off. And whatever line we want to use, I mean, we can make this more or less things as we go. But okay, more rails, more stations. Rails and stations. How we doing here? This is still working. Oh, and now iron is no longer a thing because of iron ore is being picked up. And iron ore is slow because of iron ore is slow. Okay, we're gonna need another iron outpost. We are running out of iron. Where's the nearest large iron outpost? Yeah, this is only 268,000 now. There's 1.5 million iron out there. It's probably the ticket. It's not very big, though. There's a bunch out there as well. Might want to claim that. Those are big nests, though. We're getting into the... Okay, maybe it's core mining time after this. Yeah. All right. Iron's slowed down because we don't have any iron ore. Good to know. Excuse me as I hiccup. What was I grabbing? Rails. Rails and stations. 200 of those and 10 of those. Perfect. And, oh, steel chests. We don't have those being made, but we could just grab some steel. This is going to be item drop-off. Yeah, okay. And then I need to redo that even again because I need to make sure to include station names in the blueprint, but that is okay. All right, here we go. You. Train stop names. Buffered. Drop off. Create that blueprint. Put it in the book. Delete this so that we can create it again with the train stop names. Buffered pickup. And put that in there. Okay. Junction can go here. Buffered pickup. Buffered drop off. Junction. Miners. Compact smelter. We're going to fix this at some point. Smelter wall segment is going to be fixed at some point. Okay. Good stuff. So, what do we need here? We need electronic components in... let's see... Buffered drop-off. Here we go. This is what I'm in the mood for. Let's put that down here and here. Because we're going to need copper in, electronic components in, and electronic circuits in. Mm-hmm. And then advanced circuits out. and we should make sure that this is scalable to as fast as we want this block to be. So that's the design decision that we have to make here. So let's start designing, shall we? So, advanced circuits take, as a reminder, copper cable, electronic circuits, and electronic components. It is we produce half a second. We consume copper cable at 1 a second, electronic circuits at 1 a second, electronic components at 1 every 2 seconds. So, we're going to want copper cables in. Let's see. These consume copper cables 1 per second. Copper cables are made 4 per second. So 1 of these supports 4 of these. Okay. And do. There you go. Copper cable. Probably something like this. Which means copper comes this way. Okay. And let me just think about this. No, that's good. Scalable. We can just make this a red to scale up for length. That's easy. Okay, and the reason that I wanted to do this like this is because then we could bring in the other 2 components here. Okay. And let's go like this. Pick up. Pick up. Yep. There you go. So this will be electronic components and electronic circuits on this belt. Which means that those will be off balance a little bit. Electronic circuits are being consumed at 1 per second per. So this can handle, it's 15 per second, so this can handle 7 of these at crafting speed 1, which is what we're kind of planning around. Okay. No, easy. Make this circuits. Just circuits. 1 full belt of circuits. Yeah. And then make this electronic. No, because these are consumed at the same rate. Yep. Probably letting the perfect get in the way of the good a little bit here. It's probably fine. Copper comes in here, and then output is something like this. Go, and that can give all of these power. And we've got lights. And this is just copper in. Curious how far this can reach. Not quite far enough, but almost. It would be cool if we could have leapt this over with belt weaving. Yeah, I like doing weird stuff like that though. Okay, is that in range? Nope. So we'll move it here and pick up here, and now it's in range. Okay, this is like one module. It's cool. I like that. Now the thing is, how do we stack this module? We could just stack it like next to each other. We could mirror it. That'd be wonky, eh? So what do we got so far? Electronic components and circuits, possibly. Yeah, actually. Electronic component. Okay. All right. I am picking up what I am putting down because we can do this, and then we can do this, and copper can go there. Check this out. Why are these backwards? These are backwards because I forgot to rotate them. So cut this, paste this, cut and paste. There we go. And that is now a module. So then this needs to be mirrored as well. I do not have a mirror hotkey. There is a mod for that, but I don't have it. There you go. Wait a minute. Okay, that's fine. Let's drop it correctly here. Need to pick it up correctly. There we go. Okay. There. So now, that's about as clean as I think I can make this. We just need to remember that these both need to be merged belts. Okay. And it's not like perfectly balanced because of the weirdness of like why would you make these carry 15 items a second instead of 16 items a second? Why would you do that? Anybody know? Anyone have any idea why they would do that? Because that strikes me as a monstrous thing to do. Maybe a little dramatic, but it does bug me. I wish it was 16, 32, 64, like powers of 2, you know? Would make planning just so much neater for my mathematically inclined brain, but that's okay. We need steel chests. That is fine. Item drop-off is good. So, how are we actually going to do this? We're going to have copper come in this way. And we will bridge like this. And this needs to be upgraded. There you go. So this is going to be copper. And we're going to want to upgrade this a little bit. I mean, we'll have advanced circuits soon in order to build the red versions of this, so that's fine. Let's just... a little awkward, eh? That's fine. we can make this much closer. And then we can expand this as much as we want, which is cool. Okay. And then the idea is that we could then split these inputs like this, see? And then run these alongside the outputs, and then duck them back in, and we can continue this line down this way. For as long as our belts would support, basically, which is cool. Okay. Good, good, good. And then we just need the other outputs taken care of. So, we now know that this is going to be copper plate drop-off. And there's only one train with this stop so far, which is fine. We'll build another one. Then we need green circuit drop-off, which I guess is the first time we've actually used that particular name. 20 minutes left in the stream, all. And finally, up here, and this is just going to be for red circuits. So we can, basically we're gonna run these lines this way with the intention of splitting them off and just doing column after column after column of reds as we need them, is the idea. Which makes me think a redesign of green circuits is probably going to be necessary at some point, just because I don't think our green circuits are up to snuff with that design philosophy, but that's all right. And you are going to be electronic component drop-off. There we go. Okay. Now we need loaders, steel chests. Let's go get the loaders and the steel chests. And then we'll bring them back up there, and then we'll turn it on. And the last thing we'll do today is advanced circuits checked off the list. Fully automated, ready to go, which is super cool. Loaders and steel chests, which I can't... Oh, and I'll also need trains, actually. So that is 2... something like that. $15, $16, $17. Let's go 16. There. Now I can make 4 trains. I don't know if I even need 4 trains right now, but we'll see. All right, green circuit pickup. Then fuel depot. And wait until time passed 5 seconds. And then green circuit drop off until empty. There we go. And electronic circuits, gonna go to pickup until full. Then fuel depot until time passed 5 seconds. And then electronic component drop off until empty. There we go. We need steel. For steel chests. We should get those automated at some point. For now, I think we just need a bunch of them. That'll be enough. We picked up loaders. Should be good on the loaders. Let's give fuel to that train. Here, yeah. Have some wood. Why not? That'll get you where you're going, at least. And then it'll pick up better fuel at the fuel depot. And copper plate, we do need a new train for this. And we will look at the copper plate drop-off train. Are you correct? No, we want fuel depot to be in between. But then I can just copy and paste. And we can give you a little bit of fuel. Should get you there. Let's make sure that train limits are in place for both of these. And the pickup as well. There we go. Now you're going to load up on copper plates and then bring them on north to the advanced circuits. Good stuff. Green circuits are here. Should probably reverse that whole line for this stop, but it's fine. I like generic blueprints more than I like maximum usage of items. Okay. Now we just need to, both of these need to be reversed actually for this particular stop. Okay. Well, it's a little too late for that. No problem. 15 minutes left. I really want to turn these on before we end, so I'm going to try and book it here. So these both need to be blended lines. That's good. Let's do that. How do we do that? We do this and like this. And this can go, I mean, I can just reverse the flow of this, but for now we will go like this. And we might change this later. Hello? Get all these trees out of my way. Okay. Are we going to run out of belts again? We are going to run out of belts again. Okay. Fine. Let's go get belts. I just want to turn this on before we end the stream. It would be so cool. That's going to be the last thing that we do today. And it should probably be a red. Yeah. And I mean, we'll just upgrade the belts as we need. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. And we have liftoff of electronic components. And we have liftoff of green circuits. And just like that, we have a blended line. Come on, get rid of the trees. Thank you. And then this goes like this and goes like this. And we split. It's going to have to be with these ones. Because I'm going to... This doesn't need to be with those ones, though. Because I'm going to want a full belt of both of these, which means all of this has to be upgraded. All of this has to be upgraded. There we go. Full red belt going in. Copper coming out eventually. We need more assemblers. We need more assemblers, and then we need the copper to be here. And then this is ready to get turned on, which is super cool. All right, let's get some power over here. go. And a medium electric pole to there. Now those are all turned on. And then we'll put these... That's fine. We'll put those there. Do we want them here or back like this? Back like that. Looks better, I think. All right. Assemblers. Go, 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 go. And then we just need the copper plates. And then we are good to go. I might even just force a delivery of copper plates. Assemblers, assemblers, assemblers. Do I not have them being made? Oh no, that's horrifying. I don't have them being made. Okay, well I can make some. Awkward. Very awkward. There we go. Copper plate pickup. You are just gonna go next so that we can see this operate today. And then we're gonna wanna increase copper plate production as well. Okay. This should be good. This needs to be picking up from there. Okay, just making sure everything's looking good. And we want to, let's just go like this for now. And a chest. There we go. We'll be able to see this soon. Here it comes. Why is it not powered? What's going on with that? This isn't powered? Okay. There we go, now it's powered. It's working. All right, we did it. Whew. Okay, advanced circuits done. Automated, expandable, like hugely expandable. We can go this way as we get better and better belts, and we can go this way as we need more. So we've got tons of space. It's super easy to just stamp more of these down, and we are getting tons of advanced circuits now. Awesome. Okay, we're using those green circuits finally. We need to expand our copper production. We need to they are. Yeah, this is like my favorite part of the game, because once we have these, we can start to really... Can I... Hello? Okay. Can I remember how to... We can start to really increase all sorts of production with those. The next step on our journey here is going to be flying robot frame production, which needs big electric motors, which needs small electric motors, steel, electronics, iron, copper, just iron and copper, okay. I'm not sure how we're gonna figure that out, but yeah. Big electric motors probably gets its own segment, and then flying robot frames gets its own segment, which means batteries gets its own segment. Anyway, there's a lot that can be done now that we have those advanced circuits made. Like electric furnaces can now be automated, which is awesome. What else needs advanced circuits? I know roboports do. Roboports can be automated, which is huge, and logistics robots can be automated, which is huge. So, we're getting close. Wow, we already used that whole train of copper, huh? That makes sense. It wasn't full. We really need to buffer this. We should replace this with our buffer blueprint, and we should expand copper smelting out to its full red belt capabilities. Awesome. Okay, guys, great progress today. I had an awesome time. I hope you did too. We will be back on... next stream is this coming Monday. Hello, I Miss You's channel. We'll be hosting a art stream going over some acrylic painting basics, which will be super fun, so come hang out there. That's at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Then, following that up, next Thursday, we will be playing more Factorio, getting robots in the air and making our way towards space. So give us a follow if you haven't already to come hang out next Thursday, and also check out the Discord if you are wanting more up-to-date stream announcements, that sort of thing. That's where they get posted first. And then on next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, we will be playing a stream together, myself and Hello I Miss You, and we're not sure what we're going to be playing yet. It's going to be something fun, though. Of that we are certain. So, hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great weekend. We will not see you this Saturday. And we'll see you again on Monday. Yeah. See you then. Have a good one, guys.